Hello everyone! If you'd like to see how to modify the girl and dog ornament into a boy and dog version, keep watching. This mold can be used as a standing ornament, a hanging decoration, or a two-part keychain. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find this exact design featuring a boy with a dog, and I know from a few of you that the boy version doesn't seem to exist anywhere. So today I'll show you 3 different ways to adapt the girl mold into a boy version. I'll start by temporarily modifying the original mold using silicone putty to block out the ponytail and bust. I'm using a silicone putty that mixes 1:1 by weight. Make sure to mix the 2 parts until you get an uniform color. Before I block anything, let me show you what happens if you don't use a barrier. In a previous mold, I used this same putty to create half-sphere inserts without applying any release agent. The putty stuck to the silicone mold and I couldn't remove it. So always use mold release when applying putty to silicone molds. I use silicone oil sparingly on the areas where I'll attach the putty, and I've had no problems since. I apply the putty and shape it as neatly as possible. I even spray a little silicone oil on my finger to smooth and shine the surface, although it usually cures with a nice finish on its own. I'll leave the putty to cure for a bit before removing it and letting it finish curing outside the mold. I'll use the leftover putty to mold a small gem. This type of putty is very economical, and I highly recommend getting one for small projects like this. If the item you're molding isn't perfectly clean, you can spray it with alcohol to remove any dust or fingerprints. Press it gently into the putty, making sure there is a solid base underneath. The second method is to manually remove the ponytail and bust from a cured resin casting. This version can also be used to create a new mold, which I'll show you later. These castings have engraved details, so you'll need to pour the silicone over the engraved side. If your casting has bubbles, like this brown dog here, it won't be suitable for mold making because the imperfections will transfer into your silicone mold. The best time to modify castings is when they are freshly cured and still slightly soft. You can use an X-Acto knife, a Dremel with a cutting disc, or even scissors to remove the details. You can also sand the modified casting before making your mold. Once you're done, make sure to wash, dry and polish the pieces to remove any dust and bring out their shine. You can use the finished pieces straight away as they are ready to go, but in my opinion, it's too much work to repeat the whole process every time. That's why I'm making a reusable silicone mold using professional liquid silicone. I've attached my casting pieces to a contact paper sheet, sticky side up, placed on a flat acetate base. I'm using a professional mold housing, but if you don't have one, no worries. You can use a plastic container, an acetate food box, or any dish of suitable size. To prevent leaks, secure the housing with binder clips. You can also apply a bit of hot glue on the outside and place something heavy on top after pouring your silicone. Make sure the engraving side faces up. Press the pieces down onto the sticky surface to seal off the bottom and prevent leaks. I've mixed my silicone. This one is from Amazon, and I will list all product names in the description. I usually pour a thin layer first, let it degauss slightly, then pour the rest in a thin stream. After about an hour, the putty is nearly cured, so I remove the details and place them on a smooth surface to finish curing. The next day, the silicone is fully cured. I've had minimal leakage, which is totally normal. I added a few extra binder clips and a couple of heavy items on top of the housing, and the leak stopped completely. Here I'm showing how I used the plastic lid so I could place a couple of heavy items on top to stop the leakage. The back of the casting looks clean, no silicone seeped underneath. Any excess silicone bits can be trimmed with scissors and upcycled into a future mold making. And the mold turned out nice and shiny. The putty parts can be attached to your mold when needed. Let me know in the comments if you try one of these methods to create your boy and dog ornaments. Thanks for watching and happy crafting. Bye!
She's got the resin flowing like the golden sun. Putty shining bright, her work's never done. Mimosa's her name and she's mixing it right with a touch of class. She's the queen of delight.